What's up, guys? I want to tell this story. I was in the southeast side of Houston, right? And I bumped into these guys hanging out at the store, right? And one guy was strung out on drugs. He was pretty young, and I don't know how he got on drugs, but he was on drugs, and he was like in the streets a lot. So I remember seeing a spirit. I remember him being controlled by spirits, and I talked to that spirit, and the spirit recognized me, and the spirit bowed down to me. This is a true story, guys. The spirit made the young guy that was on drugs, bow down to me. He just bowed down to me, and I talked to it, and I left. Okay, about a month and a half to 2 months, I seen the same guy on the bus while I was riding the public transportation on the bus. He was cured of his sickness. He was cured of the disease of doing drugs. He was clean. He told me he had been clean for months. Okay, this has been like 2 years ago, guys. And the same guy from 2 years ago that was strung out on drugs, that could no one help, and God cured him of his drug habit that day. Okay, this guy that was strung out on drugs, the Holy Spirit was able to work within him, and the spirits left. Okay, I've been around church-going peoples, not addicted to drugs. They go to church occasionally, and they go to work, and they come home, but they still have a rejection. They have a rejection of God's spirit. That God's spirit can't work within them and around them. I've been around these people praying my heart out. And it seems to be just little progress. Just little progress versus a guy that was in the streets, roaming around doing God knows what in the streets, strung out on drugs, um, selling dope for his habit, and all kinds of things. Okay, the Holy Spirit was able to work in him that day to cure him of his sickness versus church going folks would church going folks that that have a car, have a house, job, money. Um, the Holy Spirit is always rejected and not able to do his work with around these peoples. Now that's what's going on inside of this world, guys. I really just want to point that out because I was just sitting here and I was thinking, and it got brought back up, um, that how it's a lot of guys that I know, some even prostitutes that I know, that the Holy Spirit just, I'm talking about drug dealers too, drug dealers and prostitutes, and I know a lot of drug users. I go out there and I preach, and these guys come to me and say, Damien, you made a difference into my life. I haven't been smoking drugs. I haven't been selling crack. I haven't been prostituting. That's the stories they tell me when I see them. Versus church going people that have a job, house, car, bank account, and a little money. I get very little progress when I talk to church going people that have jobs and houses and cars. Very little progress, guys. I just really want to point that out. I love you guys.